What's the feeling like, which we both I suppose, what's the feeling like in the camp after the win against Adelaide last week?
Yeah, I guess we're all pretty excited. I guess getting the win was important to bounce back after losing to Newcastle the week before. But once we got the win on Thursday night, we kind of just refocused on this week's game. So although it's good to get the win, we're just more so worried about the next game.
Must have been extra special for you blokes, given that you are from Adelaide. Tell us about that.
Yeah, exactly. We're from Adelaide and grown up there, and you always want to beat your home sides, I guess. So it was good to get the result. 3 points. The boys fought hard, and yes, they scored 2 goals. That's what we need to work on. But the boys did very well to get the result on Thursday night.
You have struggled to go on with those leads at times early in this season. How did that sort of change last week, I guess?
I guess the boys, we knew we needed a win, and obviously just defensively we just got to tighten up a little bit, make sure we bring all the wingers in and the striker in, even if it is for 10 minutes we're under the pump a bit, just to keep it compact and keep the lines quite tight so they can't play through us. I think that's some of the areas we got to work on a little bit more, but we're getting there slowly. But the boys did well, and defensively we did a lot better than we did against Newcastle, I think, second half.
No Aaron Moy this week. How do you two sort of feel that forward?
It's still going to be a tough game regardless, even if Moisey's playing. So even that he's not there, we still got a good enough and strong enough squad to get the 3 points.
How do you specifically, I suppose, shoulder the load? I mean, because he has been such a good player for you guys the last couple of years, and this season obviously he's going fantastic. I'll ask you first, Jake. How does it change anything particularly about the midfield dynamic without him there?
I don't think so. I think with the squad we have, I think obviously he's an asset to our team. But I think with the other players that we do have there, we are very capable of getting the 3 points and doing the things that we have been doing. So I think it's hard to replace, or you can't replace a player like Moisey. But I'm still very confident in the squad we have.
Does it help a little bit that there's been a bit of rotation throughout the midfield, I suppose, the first 5 or 6 weeks of the season? So I suppose the fact that there hasn't just been like a settled 3 midfield sort of helps to think that like whoever comes in there can just do the job.
Yeah, exactly right. This means we're quite versatile, and we have good enough players to come in when they're obviously not playing at the start, or they get the opportunity, they come in and do their job. So it's good to have the competition in the midfield, and I think it's good competition to keep the squad strong.
Instead, do you expect this week, obviously played last week out wide, do you think this week you'll come sort of more into that central sort of role that you used to play?
We haven't spoke too much about it, but I'm sure that's an option that JVS and the coaching staff are looking over. Although it's disappointing that Moisey's away this week, but it's good that he's away with the Socceroos, with a big qualifier for them. But it gives an opportunity for another player to come into the squad wherever it is, and to hopefully take the opportunity and do well. And I guess that's what JVS wants. He wants competition for places. So when we are missing players, someone else can come in and do the exact same job. So that's the main thing that's always been said, that we want a strong squad. So it doesn't matter who's on the field, that we can all do our job.
So you want to make it hard for him to get back into the team when he does.
Yeah, exactly. I guess when you win, it's hard to change a winning team. But in saying that, it doesn't really matter. I think as long as we play well, I don't think it matters what player in our squad is out there, that we should be able to do the job.
So what's the deal with you this week? Ollie Roos are obviously playing. I suppose we would have expected that you'd be in that team, or was it a case of that you're playing well here, so maybe coaches thought it might be best to leave you here? Was there any sort of discussions about that?
I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I didn't really have any discussions with Aurelia or any other coaches. I'm not sure how it works, but there's a few other young players that are playing quite well, like Borrello, for example, that hasn't been picked, so maybe they've looked at it and said that we want to leave him there, or the squad that they have over there is quite strong at the moment anyway, so they've picked the squad that they think, I guess, is good for these upcoming games and to lead them up for the Asian Cup.
Were you surprised by not being in the squad?
Not really, I guess. For me, it was a win-win. I either go away with the Olyroos or I stay here and I'm in contention for playing. So I wasn't really too focused on getting in the Olyroos squad. It's just about playing well for Melbourne City, and then I guess the rest will take care of itself.
Still a big goal, obviously, to make the squad for the Olympics next year, should the team obviously qualify.
Yeah, I think both of us are in. I'm sure we're in contention for it. The qualifiers are in January in Qatar, and then following, I think it's in August, the Olympics. So I don't think we should have any problems with qualifying, as long as the squad is really focused and does exactly what Aurelia wants. But yeah, it's a big opportunity for both of us to I guess, be on the world stage at the Olympics if we do qualify for that.
It's been a bit of a point of contention for a long time in the A-League about the international break and whether the merits of having one or not. What are your respective views about whether there should be an international break in the calendar?
Yeah, I think there should be. It is around the world, so why not have it here? I guess it just means the league will go for a little bit longer, or maybe we have to play a couple of midweek games, which I don't think is a problem. But yeah, I guess you see certain teams that have Olyrood players away and Socceroos play away. It definitely disadvantages them. I think there's a few away from victory at the moment, so I'm sure for them it's hard for them. And then even being a younger player, when you're getting taken away and there's a club game, you kind of get pushed back, which isn't fair for the clubs and it isn't fair for the players. But I guess that's the FFA's decision to keep playing throughout the international break.
Do you agree with that, Jake?
Yeah, I do, 100%.
Given that Aaron is playing Socceroos for the Socceroos tomorrow night, what do? Do you get around, watch it, cheer him on together?
Yeah, we'll probably just go down to probably a local cafe and have a coffee and watch the game. There's not much we do apart from that. Maybe just play a bit of cards while we wait. That's about it.
Usually have coffee that late?
Um,
Usually have coffee at night?
Sometimes I actually fall asleep pretty easily, so it doesn't matter if I have a coffee at midnight. I'll still be gone, so it doesn't matter for me.